Hey there, restaurant recipe lovers. Welcome back to The Daily Dish, a copycat.com podcast where I help you recreate your favorite restaurant dishes right in your own kitchen. I'm Stephanie Manley, and I've been serving up copycat recipes since 1995. Today, we're talking about a kitchen staple that's in practically every American pantry. It's ranch dressing mix. Before we dive in, I want to give a special shout out to all of you who've been sharing your pantry staple creations on Instagram. Last week, Jessica from Milwaukee showed us her amazing batch of homemade taco seasoning jars that she made for wedding shower gifts. It was a genius idea. Remember, the full recipe with exact measurements, photos, detailed instructions is always available on copycat.com and linked in the show notes for this episode. You know those moments when you are halfway through a recipe and suddenly realize you are missing a key ingredient. This happened to me last month when I was making my family's favorite potato casserole. The recipe called for a packet of dry ranch dressing mix. Naturally, I went to my pantry and I was completely out. With dinner guests arriving in less than an hour, I did not have a grocery store. So I frantically started pulling out dried herbs and spices, hoping to cobble together something that might taste remotely like ranch. I mixed, I tasted, I adjusted, and what happened next completely changed my cooking routine. My family declared that this improvised blend was actually better than the store-bought packets that I've been eating for years. The secret to DIY ranch mix is balance. You need the herb elements, dried parsley, chives, and dill to give you those little green specks and that fresh garden flavor. Then there's the savory, the backbone from garlic powder and onion powder. A touch of dry mustard adds some complexity, while salt and pepper bring everything together. But the real magic here is buttermilk powder. That is what gives ranch its distinctive tangy flavor, and you can find it in most grocery stores in the baking aisle near the powdered milk. I like the Sacco brand, but any buttermilk powder will work beautifully. If you're having trouble finding it locally, I included an Amazon link in the show notes as well, so you can just order it from there. What I love most about making my own ranch mix is the control that it gives me. If someone in their family is watching sodium, you can cut back on the salt. If you love garlic, you can amp that up. Plus, there's no weird preservatives or anti-caking agents in it. It's just real ingredients that you can actually pronounce. Once you've got your mix prepared, stored it in an airtight container in a cool, dry place, not in the refrigerator, as the humidity can make it clump. And in the summer months, I like to keep mine in a mason jar with one of those little food-safe oxygen absorber packets, which really helps prevent it from getting sticky. Now here's where the fun begins. This mix goes way beyond salad dressing. Sure, you can mix it up with mayo and milk for that classic ranch dressing, or you can stir it into sour cream for an amazing veggie dip, but that's just the start. My favorite is to sprinkle it on top of popcorn instead of plain salt. You can mix it into your breadcrumb coating. For chicken, you can stir a teaspoon of it into mashed potatoes or mac and cheese. One of my readers reported using it as a rub for grilled chicken. She said it was phenomenal. For those asking about dietary restrictions, yes, you can adapt this. For dairy-free folks, there is cocoa milk powders that you can substitute for buttermilk powder. If you're watching sodium, reduce the salt and skip the optional MSG. The beauty of homemade is that you can make it work for your family's needs. Let me tell you about some of my favorite ways to use this mix. There is buffalo chicken dip that's perfect for game days. Just 5 ingredients, including this ranch mix. Then there is my copycat recipe for chewy, creamy jalapeno dip, which also uses ranch mix as a flavor base. And for a quick party snack, mix it with a little bit of oil and toss it with pretzels before warming them in the oven. People go crazy for these. Cost-wise, making your own mix is a no-brainer. Those little store-bought packets cost around $1 or a little bit more, while this homemade version works out to pennies per serving. Plus, you're likely to have most of these ingredients already in your pantry. Well, friends, I hope this inspires you to skip the store-bought packets and try making your own ranch dressing mix. It is one of those small kitchen victories that makes you feel like a culinary genius. Remember, you can get the full recipe with the exact measurements on the blog, so we will be diving into my version of P.F. Chang's famous lettuce wrap. So be sure that you're subscribed so you don't miss it. Until next time, I'm Stephanie Manley from copycat.com, helping you bring the restaurant experience at home. Why go out when you can recreate your favorite dishes right in your own kitchen?